In this video, I'm going to go over the first set of problems from the Unit 1 Test Study Guide. Question number 1 says, what value is equal to the expression 6 plus 2 times 3 minus 1? This is a question involving order of operations, so what we want to remember is PEMDAS. What this means is we're going to solve starting with any parentheses. We're going to do anything inside parentheses first, then we're going to do any exponents. Then we're going to solve multiplication and division in the same step, moving left to right, and same with addition and subtraction, we will move left to right. So the first thing I'm going to do here, I have addition, I have multiplication here, and I have subtraction, so the first thing I want to do is multiply. 2 times 3 is 6, everything else drops down. Now all I have left is addition and subtraction. Those happen in the same step, working from left to right. 6 plus 6 is 12, minus 1 is 11. So the answer here is D. Looking at number 2, this is also an order of operations question. We're going to use PEMDAS once again. There are no parentheses, there are no exponents, so the next thing we would do is any multiplication or division from left to right. So first I'm going to do 21 divided by 3, which is 7, plus, and then I'll just drop this whole thing down, 4 times 2. Then I still have multiplication, so I'm going to do 4 times 2, which is 8. This drops down. And then I'm just going to add 7 plus 8, which is 15. Next, this is solving an equation, so I'm actually going to skip this one for now and come back to it when we get into solving equations. Number 4. This is another order of operations question, but instead of just straight solving, we have to use substitution first. So what this is saying, anytime I see an X, I'm going to put a 7. Anytime I see a Y, I'm going to put a 6. And anytime I see a Z, I'm going to put a 4. So I need to plug all these in. I'm going to plug in 7 for X, so I'll have 7 squared, plus, I'm plugging in 6 for Y, so I have 6 squared, plus, and Z is 4. Now I use PEMDAS. There are no parentheses, but I do have some exponents here, 7 squared and 6 squared, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Remember, if you're squaring something, you're multiplying it by itself. So 7 times 7 is 49, plus 6 times 6 is 36, and I drop down this plus 4. The only thing left to do is add, so I'm going to move from left to right. 49 plus 36 is 85, plus 4 is 89. C. Moving on, this is another order of operations question involving substitution, so I'm going to use the same strategy that I just used. Anytime I see A, I'm going to put a 2. Anytime I see B, I'm going to put 6. There's actually 2 B's, and anytime I see C, I'm going to put 4. So I'm just going to plug these in first. 7, be careful here. If I just plug in 2 for A, it looks like 72, but actually 7A means I'm multiplying 7 times A. So I need to use the times sign, so 7 times 2 plus B, which is 6, all over B, which is 6, plus C, which is 4. Now, when we have division like this, I'm going to treat the top and the bottom as separate and then simplify at the end. So just looking at the top, I have multiplication and addition. I'm going to do the multiplication first. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 6. 14 plus 6 is 20. That's my numerator. In the bottom, I just need to add 6 plus 4, which is 10, and that 10 carries over. Now I can divide 20 divided by 10, which is 2. The next question is also order of operations with substitution. So it's telling me anytime I see X, I'm going to put a 4. Anytime I see Y, I'm going to put a 3. And anytime I see Z, I'm going to put a 2. So first I'm going to substitute. I have 4 squared plus 4 times Y, which is 3, plus Z, which is 2. So now there are no parentheses, but I do have an exponent here, 4 squared. That means I'm doing 4 times 4, which is 16. Everything else drops down. Next, I have addition and multiplication. I'm going to start with the multiplication. 4 times 3 is 12. Everything else drops down. Now all I have left is addition, so I'm just going to work from left to right. 16 plus 12 is 28, plus 2 is 30. D.